game show millionaire Ken Jennings has come off as slightly aloof to Jeopardy! Fans after hosting a category that was largely about his own wealth. During Tuesday's Jeopardy! Masters episode, Ken tasked the fan-favorite contestants with clues about his $3,200 suits and six-figure wine collection. Ken, 48, presented a category during Jeopardy! Masters called Ken Jennings International Nerd of Mystery. Andrew faced Mattea Roach and joke-cracking Professor Sam Buttrey, who was unfortunately in last place at the time. However, the clues weren't fun facts about Ken's personal life per se, but rather about the lavish items he's accrued given his game show success. One clue for $1,200 read, "This Battlestar Galactica helmet will pair nicely with my $3,200 Black Peak satin tux by this designer from Piacenza, Italy." Andrew, who won the match, got it correctly as Armani. Another clue read, "This 1869 bottle from this two-name chateau in Bialik, France. It's worth six figures and will certainly be savored during our Dungeons & Dragons game." All three players looked clueless and no one buzzed in. Ken remarked, "You're not invited now, it's a Chateau Lafite Rothschild." According to wine researcher, the vintage Bordeaux goes for $200,000. Six-figure bottles of wine? Reddit users didn't let the contestant turn host off easy in an internet forum as one person wrote, "Did I understand that clue right? Ken's suit is $3,200? Another wrote, "That's nothing. Apparently he drinks six-figure bottles of wine, if I understood that clue right." A third blasted, "Like the guy in the $3,200 Armani suit is going to spill Chateau Mouton Rothschild on himself. Come on." A fourth wrote, "The category should have been when James was playing." A fifth wrote, "I'm pretty sure Ken doesn't drink. He's a practicing Mormon." While a sixth was disappointed and wrote, "I was hoping the Ken Jennings category would actually be about KJ lore." Ken's success. Seattle native Ken still has the longest winning streak in the show's history, raking in $2,520,700 when he was just a software developer in 2004. He's since won $4,370,700 in cash, including his winnings from tournaments, with the $1 million GOAT special. He was chosen along with mayim Bialik, 47, as the successors for the late Alex Trebek over the summer. Ken and mayim are said to be making $1 million per year for their co-hosting gig. What is Jeopardy! Masters? Jeopardy! Masters' second week of 3 weeks kicked off on Monday, May 15. In the second bout on Tuesday night, Amy Schneider faced Matt Amadio and self-described game show villain James Holzhauer, with James notching another win. Each night, permutations of the popular players face off in 2 sets of 3 in 1-hour-long episodes on ABC and Hulu at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Only one episode remains before the 6 stars are whittled down to 4 based on their standings in the special, with $500,000 on the line. James and Andrew have secured their slots in the next round, which will see 2 semifinals episodes and 1 finals episode. It's looking like beloved Professor Sam, as well as either Amy or Matt, will be eliminated tonight as they are in the bottom 3 places. Ken crosses the picket line. Meanwhile, the popular trivia show has reportedly been impacted by the Writers Guild of America strike. Host mayim reportedly chose not to host the final week of filming for season 39, as reported by Deadline. The Big Bang Theory alum is said to be standing in solidarity with the writers on strike. The final episodes of the season were supposed to be filmed at the Sony Pictures lot in Culver City, California, from May 16 to May 19. However, mayim's backing out is not as cut and dry as Jeopardy! Writers are striking too, and even thanked mayim for her solidarity on Twitter. Ken, meanwhile, has been slammed as a scab by some fans and called out by Celebrity Jeopardy! Finalist Will Wheaton for not supporting the strike. The iconic game show Jeopardy! Had always prided itself on challenging contestants and entertaining millions of viewers, but the latest controversy surrounding host Ken Jennings ignited debates about wealth, relatability, and the evolving nature of the beloved program. As Jennings kicked off a new season of Jeopardy! Masters, he introduced a category that would soon spark outrage: My Personal Life. The category, meant to showcase Jennings' life experiences and achievements, was perceived by many as an exhibition of wealth and privilege. Setting the stage. It was a typical Thursday evening when the much-anticipated episode aired. Fans eagerly settled in front of their screens, ready for another intellectual showdown. Jennings, the first contestant to win more than $1 million on the show and an author with several bestsellers, smiled at the camera, exuding the confidence that had made him a household name. But as he unveiled the category, the tone shifted. My Personal Life, Jennings declared, introducing clues that highlighted his luxurious lifestyle, his travels to exotic destinations, his collection of vintage toys, and his extensive book collection. The contestants, dressed in their best, shifted awkwardly in their seats, unsure of how to navigate a category that felt entirely out of touch with the average viewer. As they began to answer questions about Jennings' life, social media exploded with criticism. The backlash begins. The public response was swift. Viewers took to Twitter, calling Jennings' category unrelatable and tone-deaf. Hashtags like #WealthyKen and #Jeopardy Unplugged began trending as fans voiced their frustrations. Many expressed disbelief that a show with such a diverse audience could feature a category that showcased the life of someone who appeared to be living in a different world. Critics pointed out that Jeopardy had always celebrated knowledge and intellectual prowess, not wealth. "This isn't a show about who has the most money," tweeted one viewer. "It's about knowledge and skill. Ken should know better." Even contestants seemed caught off guard, as they struggled to engage with the material. In an online interview following the episode, one contestant remarked, "It felt awkward. I was there to showcase my knowledge, not to comment on someone else's life. It's not what the show is about." Ken Jennings responds. As the backlash intensified, Jennings took to social media to address the controversy. In a lengthy post on Instagram, he explained his intentions behind the category. "The idea was to make the show feel more personal and relatable, to share experiences that have shaped who I am today," he wrote. "I didn't mean to flaunt my wealth, I just wanted to connect with the audience." However, Jennings' attempt at explanation only fueled the fire. Critics argued that the very notion of connection was flawed. "How can you relate to someone who has flown to Paris for lunch?" one user wrote. "It's not about sharing experiences, it's about making everyone feel included." The backlash caught the attention of media outlets, leading to debates on various talk shows. Some pundits defended Jennings, arguing that sharing personal stories is part of what makes hosts relatable. Others, however, maintain that there is a line between sharing and showing off. The implications for Jeopardy.